Hello everyone, welcome back to Tesla Plays Dark Cloud 2. So, despite Cedric actually starting up the railroad again and driving it out, no, he's just back here. No biggie. What's Steve doing? Refuel. They're all fixed. You can also talk to him to upgrade the core. Sadly, we can't really do much. It takes a lot of experience that you collect from enemies to do it. So, can't do anything with that yet. There is a lot involved with the ride pod. Again, I'll show it off every now and then. Just don't expect me to exclusively abuse it, which I think is what the devs intended for the most part, considering how powerful it is, but I would rather not. Also, new controller came in, finally. And boy, can you tell a difference. This looks like it's an actual PS4 controller that I got through summer sale for relatively cheap. And man, it feels lightweight compared to what I was using. And I mean lightweight. I have to actually be careful using this, otherwise it's probably gonna fall right out of my hand, it's so light. But, whatever. At least I'm not having drift issues for the foreseeable future. And at this point, that's all I can ask for. So, onwards to the next area. Sweet, scary treasure chest. Gee, I wonder what's going to be here. Music? Well, that's certainly different. Yeah, whenever you hear this theme, it indicates that you're in the final battle area of each chapter. It's a special climactic final area type tune. Darkness? Oh god, we're playing Kingdom Hearts. Did I just kick him? Damn. I've heard of kicking enemy while it's down, but I didn't think Max would be a little literal about it. Man, he plays dirty. Yeah, I suppose this is a good time to explain this mechanic. You recall, when you go into the options menu, it says something like an anger counter. That's what those little yellow dots are when you lock on enemies. If you hit them too many times without killing them, they do indeed get very angry at you and go to a powered up state for a small amount of time. And for the most part, you can dodge enemies for a while. See if I can demonstrate here. Let's see. Man, you can do a lot. Yep, there we go. After a while it'll wear off and you'll see the dots come back. It's an interesting mechanic, though to my knowledge I don't think it ever becomes super annoying to deal with. Three scraps of metal. Chest. Magic crystal. Now, given the choice, you should always open a chest from the back. Alright, let's see. It was a weapon destroying trap. Oh, damn. That's kind of harsh. And you would just get repair powder to undo the damage. Go figure. Ah, channel key already. Well, they're being generous for this one. Probably not generous enough to get the time limit, though. Far from it. The first chapter, I personally believe, is the harshest when it comes to getting the time limit. You! Hey, there's a going, buddy. It's Happy Club present time. Now, which would you like?
Which shall it be?
Oh, you have a voice, kind of.
Very good. Here you are.
Huh. I think I'll take the other one.
Here you are.
Well, actually, no.
Here you are.
Hey!
Here you are.
Yeah, I think I'd rather take that, actually, thinking about it. Got some bombs! Yeah, remember what I said before in Dark Cloud 1 when I mentioned that attack items I never use? I showed them on occasion, but only a couple of times. And that's because I literally think they're garbage in Dark Cloud 1. Item inventory is always a bitch, and I never felt like a lot of the attack items were all that powerful anyway. Not compared to how strong your weapons could get. Huh, never equipped the dryer gun. I had to load my file a bit. That's weird. I wonder why I unequipped it. I'm not sure. But yeah, attack items in this one are a bit more useful. They stack in your inventory instead of clogging it up. And I believe they've also made them significantly better. I actually think the damage actually makes them worth using. We'll be seeing that very soon. Damn. Of course. Now, I guess I could talk about this. If you switch off the right pod and get the experience, Max's weapons will get it instead. And it splits the experience equally amongst both. This is actually kind of nice, believe it or not. I know people are like, man, I wish I could just give it all to this one weapon I like. No, you don't. Trust me. Got some shrapnel metal again. You do not want that. As a matter of fact, using right pod to get experience equally amongst your weapons can be especially good for your gun. Really useful for your gun. Because, while I like gun gameplay, it's not necessarily good for everything, though. As a matter of fact, for some enemies, they can just be a pain to try to kill them, because it takes so many shots. But if you kill an enemy with a right pod, you get the experience anyway. Oh, remember I said about opening it from the back? Yeah, you should always do that. Oof. You resist gun. Of course. I was afraid of that. But, this guy is kind of scary right now. Yeah. Oh, well. No! Why aren't you dead? Okay, one more hit. There we go. Yeah. King Mimic. Oi. Not pleasant to deal with, that's for sure, in either game. Good repair powder, though. Yeah, I might need that soon. More of you guys, huh? Oh. He almost hit me. I've almost got another level though. Ah, fuck you. Those guys do give a lot. We'll give them that. Ah, bread inside. I'm so full of bread, man. I'm gonna be selling a lot of that. Level up. I believe we're at level 6 now? Sure am. The gun's about to level up again. That's gonna be awesome. Power crystal. Well, there's not much left now. No. This. What do we got here? Well, we have one of these. Okay, works for me.
Alright. That takes care of you guys.
So, what was the thing for this? Grow without healing. Well, I don't think I healed. Well, I mean, the shiny spot healed by weapon, but I don't think that's what they mean. I think they mean actual HP. And if you're wondering, well, what gives then? I believe for this one, they count for when you leave the place. Not once you defeat all the enemies. So, let's see if I'm right. I mean, this one wouldn't be hard to do again anyway. Yep, there it is. Oh, there's another special room. Guess what that means? It means it's time for us to leave real quick. So, now that we have beaten this, we need to... find this. Fruit of Eden again. Works for me. And with that... Yeah, we actually haven't done a hard save in ages, believe it or not. There we go. So it's important every now and then to do that. Although not the hard way. Onwards to the Chester Reservoir. We're almost there.
Oh, wow. I think the exit should be around here somewhere. What's that?
Oh, I did blame it.
Shall I put a stop to this game of tag we've been playing? There he is! Here we go! It's showtime!
Find a performer Halloween.
Now, be a good boy and hand over that red stone. Otherwise, you're gonna make Mr. Flotsam very, very angry. So angry, he might even kill you!
Group leader Flotsam.
Don't you get it? I told you once I'm not handing this stone over. Just give it up already. Ooh, I wouldn't cop that attitude with me if I were you. You'll live to regret it.
You time it right, you grab the enemy's row bombs, send them hurling right back at him. Get it? Row bombs, because he's a robot. However, much like with the last fight, the row bombs use press R1 and X, just like pick up a box. Grab it, protect the send it flying back at the bad guy for big damage. However, we need a picture from him. And... damn it. And this one is really a painful one to get. Because he spends a lot of the fight not using it. Alright. Damn it, not that. This. I got it! I got it! Oh my god, that's the fastest I think I've ever gone this. It is... Clown Robo's attack. Yeah, there we go. It's when he shoots a missile at you. The fact that he doesn't use that often is actually a blessing in disguise, because it's really hard to dodge. But man, considering that that's also a scoop you need, in a fight that only happens once, mind you. Yeah, not a pleasant thing, that's for sure. Yeah, I know. You told me already. Oh, fuck off. Now, aim for the head. Should have aimed for the head, as Thanos said. Damn it. Yeah, this fight is really not that hard. Oh, I dodged it. Yep, there we go.
Oh, my poor little Halloween! It's okay! You can still move! Stand up! Hurry now! Huh?
Good question. Yeah, the first boss is not meant to be...
Could that be the way out?
The first major boss, really should never be a huge problem to defeat. Something I wish more developers would be aware of. Because it seems like a lot of modern RPGs really try to make things way too tough right out the gate. Which really feels like it's a very bad game imbalance problem, which I really hate it when that happens. I don't believe anything should really be a true threat until you've at least played the game for a couple of hours and get a good grasp on how it should be played, so that you're experienced enough to handle it. But unfortunately, there are some developers that do not agree with that assessment. It's unfortunate. Well, that's impressive. I believe there's something over here that's special. I don't recall, though. And by special, I mean a scoop, not a normal photo. But I got some new things, at least. I'll come back later. This isn't a one-time only area. You can come back here later. So that's good to know.
That was the first time I had seen it. The sky that reached so far away, so far above, the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. But I was yet to realize that great changes were happening in the world. Cedric, what are you doing here?
What you think? You surprised? The Blackstone Railroad's back and ready for action. We're gonna see the world on this baby. Max, we got quite an adventure ahead of us. Hop on so we can hit the road.
Suddenly, Spirit Tracks.
Listen up, Max. This is what I found out from Neve. His story was pretty far-fetched. It was 15 years ago.
Something terrible happened in the world. What exactly happened? You don't need this letter to tell you that, do you, Mother? Listening to Cedric's story, at first I was surprised. But as I listened, I slowly started to understand exactly what it was that was happening around me. 15 years ago, the world was laid to waste, and all that remained was the town of Palm Brinks.
So we're in a post-apocalyptic future, I guess? Sort of.
Our enemy, the one who destroyed everything, was a mysterious ruler. His name? Emperor Griffin. We still don't know why he did this. Why he destroyed our world. The reason that he did not also destroy Palm Brinks was because of a stone he believed was hidden in our town. Yes, the stone I'm wearing right now. Griffin's henchman, Flotsam, threatened the mayor and made him search for the stone. And that's why, when he found out that I had it, he wanted to catch me so badly. The world laid to waste, the elusive overlord Emperor Griffin, and the strange stone that everyone seemed to want. With this mysterious puzzle, my adventure began.
Well, this is quite the bombshell, isn't it?
What the? It came from outside! Max, that ladder there leads to the roof of the train. Go check it out.
Gotcha!
God blame it.
Not here again! Oh, it's like he's stuck to my boot!
You said it. Like, seriously, this guy just doesn't know when to quit, man.
Max! If we don't do something fast, we're in serious trouble. Time to fight back, son.
Sounds like a good idea, but how?
Well, you have a gun. You could use it.
Here, use this.
So I throw this?
Yep. You toss it, and I'll grab another one. Just keep tossing them.
I'm not so sure if this... Alright, I'll do it!
Wish I had a machine gun like that.
Show who's boss.
Armed ATV P3000. Yeah, I know how to do this by now. Damn it. Damn it, I keep missing him. Okay, what gives? Is he gonna, like, stay in the same spot or not? There we go, finally. Yeah, this fight can be a little more annoying. One more. Because it really depends on which way he decides to go. Oh, fuck you. Gotcha, bitch. This time you don't need a picture, at least.
It's on fire! Do something, you worthless lump!
Still dealing with him. Oh, fuck.
This doesn't look good, Max. He's gonna blow himself up along with this whole train.
Although, if he had that dynamite all around him, then why didn't him exploding off the car blow him up? That's my question. I mean, you think it would have?
What? Lob another one of those bombs at me.
Yeah, how come...
Come on now. Do it.
Yeah, how come all those bombs we threw also didn't detonate you? Seriously, I'd like some answers to this question. Well, we're not gonna get any. We are kind of fucked, though.
Hey, mister!
Oh, it's the kid.
Don't you ever give up? You're starting to look pretty pathetic.
Yeah, he kind of is. People who just don't know when to give up are pretty pathetic indeed.
What's this? Another little brat?
Oh, I see.
So you want to die too? Sure, why not? Let's go, punk! It's time to burn!
What?
What's this?
Hi?
It's you! How did you...
Wow, okay.
Huh?
Oh my god, you're awesome.
So that was how I met Monica. Even though it was the first time we'd met, I felt like I'd known her for a long time. Eventually, in the middle of the forest, the train couldn't go any further.
Stop by our rock. Gonna take some work to move that one.
That's fine with me. I've got things to do here. This place is the Spirit Forest Sindane. But it's different than in my time.
Your time?
Monica came from the future.
Oh.
She came to this time to do something very important. That's what she told me. Normally, you wouldn't believe time travel was possible. It's crazy, but this was only the beginning of our unbelievable adventure. The real surprises were still ahead of us.
If we could restore the Great Elder's origin point,
Origin point? What?
he could tell us who Griffin really is.
The origin point?
Yeah, I'd say I could speak for Max, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, an origin point is where something begins. Like a flower, you first have to plant the seed in the soil before it will bloom. In that case, the action of planting the seed is the origin point of the flower. In that way, the flower is the history that springs from the origin point.
Oh, interesting. I kind of like the way they explain this. It's a very interesting way of putting it.
In the same way, all things that happen in the future have their origin point in the past. But if that origin point is changed, the results can be terrible.
I can already see where this is going.
And that's what Griffin has done. Griffin has sent his henchmen to this time, altering the origin points of my time. And now he is rewriting history as he sees fit. In my time, this forest was where the Elder of the Spirits, Jurak, lived. He was very wise and powerful. His great power purified the forest and gave vitality to all the living things in it. But Griffin erased Jurak from existence. And not only Jurak, all those with the power to challenge Griffin are being erased from existence too. I don't think he'll stop until he's wiped out the entire world. So, someone has to stop him. Even now, my comrades are fighting Griffin in the future. And Max, I need you to help us.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you have to.
Nothing like not giving him a choice in the matter.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, I knew you would. Guess we're a team now, right?
And with that, Monica joined my adventure. An adventure to take back the true past, the true history that had been stolen by Emperor Griffin. Chapter 2: Resurrection of the Great Elder.
Yeah, I told you chapter 1 was short. I just joined you. Select character in the main menu to switch character, just hold down the L3 button. Works for me. Obtained 5 armband repair powder.
Let's start with Sindane.
Sindane?
Max, you go on without me. I'll just stay here and work on getting Blackstone running again. If you need my help, just holler.
Hey, Max, we're gonna have to work hard to shift this boulder. Bring back anything good you find in the forest. Make sure you let us know if you need a hand. Okay, take care of yourself, Max.
And you too, little girly pie.
Well, you're a little flirt, aren't you?
You bet! Okay, let's go.
Now you're just trying to move around. Just leave from the train door menu and return the phone break to do some shopping. So we're going to your adventure, put them on the train. Give your friends a train to immigrate. The Giorama areas are going to the dungeons with you as support characters. Yeah, ignore the whole Giorama thing for now, though. You're not supposed to really know what that is. However, Monica joining us isn't the only thing that has changed. There's what's called support. Boost some inclusion if you have monster and ore cells. You can add a support character to your team. Disruption takes your opponent single-handedly. Indeed, you can boost item drop rate if he's with you. I don't use them often, but that's still a nice ability to have. This guy over here, Eric? Ooh boy. You want to add him to your party ASAP. Because certain support characters have what's called skill points, where they can use them for certain actions. For him, he can create bombs for you. He loves the stuff. That's the best. Be confounded them, get bombs. It's pretty good this time, too. You can do it twice in a row. As long as they're traveling with you, though, the skill points will stay empty. They recover slowly when they're out of your party. However, he doesn't give you any old bomb. He gives you improved bombs. The old bomb, but now with a bigger explosion. It also does more damage, too. And you can get 6 per pass. If you're close to maxing out, these also could be sold for a lot of money. So it can be a nice way to make money if you really need it. But then we have Cedric over here. You can repair the robot parts. with the ride pod, upgrade it, but now you can have him travel with you too. Gives you bonus points with weapon and part upgrades. That's actually incorrect though. Let me explain. There's a couple of different support characters that have to do with weapons. He's the first one you're gonna get. What this really means is that with stuff like wrenches, if you have him with you when you level up your wrench, then you will get one more extra SP per level, plus he'll add a random stat upgrade, which can actually, when you level up, which can actually make your weapons significantly powerful, depending on how many levels you gain with them. For the most part, I'm not going to worry about that just yet, but he is nice to have around. This game also has a quirky sense of humor, as you're going to find out very soon.
What's that?
It's a house all by itself. That's kind of weird. Let's check it out.
Sure thing.
Yeah. Someone's there.
Huh.
What is it? What do you two want?
Hey, you're from the Furbit tribe of Sindane, aren't you?
Furbits?
It's so cute, all curly and everything.
The fuck?
Hey! Hey!
That's right. There's something I want to ask you, okay?
This is how you ask a favor.
Oh, sorry.
Ow! 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 Oh!
Have you heard of a being here named Jurak?
Ah!
I wonder why he got so mad.
Yeah.
Seriously? Oh my god. It is heavily implied that Monarchy here has lived a sheltered life in the future. I'll explain why much later. And thus, she doesn't know how to really interact with people, aside from the few people she interacted with in the future. Because in the future, she's lived mostly a life of turmoil. Because of what Emperor Griffin did, so she didn't have much of a social life, and it really shows here when she doesn't really know how to talk to people without pissing them off. Although I don't know what Max's excuse is. Like, seriously, dude, you don't get what she was doing was kind of beyond rude. I mean, I get why Monica probably might not understand that because of her sheltered life, but seriously, dude.
Nobody's home!
Makes sense. Why they wouldn't want to see us.
I hear the Furbits are crazy about grape juice.
Hmm?
And we brought all this grape juice too. Now what are we gonna do? If he won't let us in, I guess we'll just have to throw it away.
Come in!
That would never have worked. Especially with how bad her acting was there. Also, I really wonder if the whole grape juice thing is actually censorship, and it was probably wine in the Japanese version. It's just a guess.
Hey, it worked! Well, look at that! 3 of them! What? Oh, you want the Well, it'll cost ya. Let's see. I've heard you Furbits have a mysterious magical power to make things like houses and plants.
What are you getting at?
I want you to use that power to help us.
Help you?
You probably know there's something strange going on. The whole world has become like one big deserted island. Everything's disappeared. At this rate, there won't be anything left in the future. I want you to use your building power to rebuild a town in this time.
No way! It's too much work. Besides, we got no time for that, so just run along now, will ya?
What do you mean you don't have time for that?
Even if I told you, it wouldn't change a thing. Hold on, Rococo. Okay, you two, I think I understand. Come on over here and have a seat. The name's Konda. This here's Rococo. And this is Tobo. Pleased to meet you. So, who might you two be?
I'm Monica.
I'm Max. Nice to meet you.
You know there's something wrong with the world, right? A great darkness is trying to distort the flow of time.
I was beginning to wonder about what was happening to our forest. Of course, I'd like to help out, but to be honest, we're in a bit of a fix ourselves. Even if we wanted to, we can't help you till we solve our own problems.
What's wrong? Tell us about it.
It's a long story, but it must have been about a year ago or so. One day, a beautiful woman got lost and wandered in here. We don't like humans too much, so we approached her carefully. Humans are crafty, cunning creatures. That's how we've always thought of you.
Well, that's nice.
But this woman was different, she was. Her soul was more beautiful than words can describe. Said her name was Holly. I had a feeling that wasn't her real name, but that didn't matter a bit. During the few days and weeks she was with us, she wove a sort of spell over us all. She had us in the palm of her hand. Then, one day out of the blue, something happened. Holly left to search for food and just disappeared into the forest, never to return. A few days went by and still no Holly. We were so sad. It was like our hearts had been broken into a million little pieces. There was no way we could go on without her. In those few short weeks, she had become an essential part of our lives. She was part of us all.
So they're basically retelling the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs here, it looks like. Just with some slight alterations to the plot.
So we formed a search party to search for Holly. A party of 4 set out for Rainbow Butterfly Wood, where she disappeared that day. But those 4 haven't come back yet either. I was sure I picked the most able-bodied of our tribe, but they turned out to be a bunch of goofs. So basically, at this point in time, I'm afraid we can't help you two out. You want us to use our special powers to help you, but the thing is, all 7 of us have to be here in order for it to work. Besides, we're really not in a helping mood. I'm pretty sure you understand.
That's quite a story.
I have a proposition to make.
I bet I can guess. You want us to go into the woods and find your 4 friends, right?
You mean you'll help us? Could you also keep an eye out for Holly? Each day without her brings us nothing but gloom.
Oh god, suddenly Tears of the Kingdom.
I understand. 4 or 5, what's the difference? So what does this holly look like anyway? Any special features?
Special features, Lucia. Must have been something. Her hair. It was long. I think. No, wait. Maybe it was short. I think.
How do you forget that?
Wait, that's it. The potato pies used to make were the greatest.
That helps nothing. That's not even remotely helpful.
That's right, they were mighty tasty.
Yeah, incredible.
Forget it.
Potato pie?
Oh, here comes Max's trigger word. Or words.
That reminded me of the potato pies you made for me when I was a kid. They were so warm, eating them would always cheer me up. The most delicious potato pies in the whole world. Could it be the holly that the Furbits talked about was actually you, Mother? Just thinking that made my heart beat faster. This was the other reason that I wanted to see the world, so that I could find you again, Mother. Even though the world had been laid waste, I had a feeling that you were out there. Somewhere.
Ah, that's loud.
It's just beyond here. Lately there seem to be some nasty monsters living in these parts. Watch yourselves now. Yeah. Legend has it that in these woods lives a mysterious rainbow-colored butterfly. And anyone who lays eyes upon that butterfly never leaves the woods again. You know, I wonder if Holly and the search party we sent out went and accidentally found themselves that rainbow butterfly. Just be careful not to run into that rainbow butterfly.
What do you mean, be careful? What could we possibly do to prevent it?
If that happens,
If that happens?
just pretend you didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. Okay.
Huh? Well, whatever. Okay, we're off.
Oh, take this with you, boy.
What's this?
It's the Ferret's favorite thing in the world, grape juice.
Yeah, that totally looks like a grape juice container and not something that would have wine in it. Oh, I'm sure it's just a beverage.
If you have this with you, those guys just might smell you and come running.
Yeah, because grape juice really has that kind of scent. If you look very closely, it also has the word Nor on it, which I think is a type of wine. So they didn't bother to censor that.
Okay, I got you. Thanks, Conda.
Good. I'll be here waiting for you. I wish you good luck.
Although I do think the idea that a bunch of these dwarf-like creatures that are just so obsessed with grape juice is a lot funnier. Can smell it a mile away. Yeah, that's definitely wine. Okay. So before we go in there, though, let's go back to Sindane for a moment. Let's see. Oh, Can I not do it yet? Well, never mind. I don't think they'll let me do it yet. Fuck. Alright. Now, one thing I also forgot to mention about Cedric is that he can also use skill points for various things. He can repair weapons, any weapon. He could repair arms on the right pod to full, not just half, but full. Or he could just refuel the right pod on the spot. So that's kind of nice. Alright. Frightening Forest. Taking out enemies using Monica's sword. Works for me. Venture to the unexplored world. Okay. Time to show off what Monica's like. Max is an inventor, so he uses a wrench and is knowledgeable in how to use guns. Monica is far more the sword and sorcery type. She uses swords to fight with and has special armbands where she can use magic. And I suppose it's time to bring this up, which is one of the most biggest changes of the game compared to the original, and the thing that got the most critique. We'll talk more about this later on, but these are all the characters you get. Max and Monica. It is a two-person playthrough. Now, personally, I think this change was for the best. Because while I don't mind the various characters in Dark Cloud 1, by the end of the game it did get a bit rough to get everyone around the same playing field in order for weapon growth. It was a problem, I will say. I believe that Dark Cloud 2 is a far more balanced game by just giving you two characters to work with. Now, each character has two different weapons, though, so it's worth considering that. So if you want to have a good melee and long-range option, you do gotta train them up equally. But as we've already discussed, it's not as hard as it used to be. Well, mostly because the ABS is far more generous in this, as it ever was in the original. And boy, I could be more thankful for that. Oop. Now, she comes with a longsword, which has a pretty decent amount of attack power on it. It also comes with 10 smash, 10 beast, and 21 durable too, which is pretty awesome. Between the two characters, I say she has the better melee, since her attacks are far swifter and easier to set up. Alright. When it comes to the skeleton soldiers, you want them to strike first and guard. Sometimes he gets out a double strike, though. Yeah, the enemies here are a little bit smarter than the ones in Chapter 1. As a result, it is generally advisable to take Monica back to Chapter 1 and train her weapon a bit before coming to do this. Because, yeah... she does come with pretty basic weaponry here. By this point, Max has probably leveled up his weapon quite a bit. Monica starts at default. The Himara here are plant-like creatures. They are much easier to take on than the skeletons. We got Forest Dew. Interesting. Well, I got the bread back. Well, I would have if I could have carried more than one. Damn it. These guys will try to spit stuff at you, but as long as you can bait them out, they're fine. Level up! Nice. Look at a map. You can survive with her in Chapter 2, but it is going to be a little rough starting out because she needs some weapon levels. But still, all the same, it's not that bad. Yeah, instead of kicking them while they're down, she just does a down strike, which is pretty interesting. Level up. Ooh, we got Ride Pod fuel. Use it to refuel a Ride Pod. That's neat. Do antidote drink. Oh, that was just one bread that time. Power crystal. More antidote drinks. Yeah, some enemies can poison here, so... Oh, freaking double teaming. Sea Dragon Crystal. Sea Dragon Crystal again. Slash branch. Oh god. You're doing the same thing that they did at Dark Cloud 1. They can just come back to life whenever they choose. Though thankfully, at least in this game, killing them again doesn't take as long. Alright. Brad. Come on. Oh, come on. That should have hit me. Let's see. Ah. We'll be fine. Plus, this will give me a good excuse to test some here. As we take care of this. If you go near a web like this, use the slash branch to get it out of the way. And we can go in. Yep, you just can't spam it. Level up. Can't really see right now, but hasn't happened yet. But I suppose while I'm waiting, I can do this. And I'll go ahead and repair this one at it too. Man, we're guarding that spot. There we go. Yeah, if you wait long enough, it will respawn though, so there is that. It's not just one time only. You just can't, like... Hold on.
Looks like we got them all.
Well, that's fancy. And let's go ahead and repair that because we fought all the monsters. Like I said, I try to clear out maps completely instead of rushing through. I know that's not the case for most people. A lot of people get the item that you need, the gate key, and then immediately go to the next one, or leave. I think that's wasteful personally, and I don't do that. So, plus you're missing out a lot of experience for your weapons, plus items you could potentially get too. I think that that's pretty ridiculous. And I don't want to hear bitching from people who claim that the game can be annoying later, if they're going to be doing that. Alright. Proceed to the next floor. Go and get out real quick. Now, one thing you're going to want to do at this point is take anyone you might have in your party, go to options, and put the time speed on fast. Preferably play this on an emulator so you can speed the game up. And do so. It does take a while for skill points to completely respawn. If you are patient enough, you can go through a dungeon floor or two in order to get stuff while you're waiting for skill points to respawn. Now, some people are sticklers when it comes to using characters like Cedric all the time in order to maximize potential for your weapons. If you're using Max anyway. I don't really think it's that important. Like, yeah, it helps, but obsessing over having them in your party all the time, though, feels excessive, especially with what we're going to find later when it comes to the support system. Because you'll be ignoring a lot of potential support in your team by excluding yourself to this. And I'm going to be showing off a lot of the characters that we're going to be seeing later. Because, yeah, it's more than just these three in the beginning. Sadly, for the time being, they are all we're going to be getting. So it's only been about a couple of minutes. So let's see how Cedric's doing already. Yeah. Pretty nice. And if he's filled up, then I can almost guarantee that Eric is as well. Yep. So if you're really patient enough, you could speed up the game and just keep doing this over and over till you're maxed out on the items you can get. I'm not going to worry about that, because it's really not a problem for the moment. Well, we haven't shown off Borneo yet with his ability, so let's go ahead and show it off. Increase item drop rate when defeating monsters. Now, for the most part, I don't really think this is all that useful, because a lot of monster item drops aren't exactly super amazing, but there are exceptions, which I'll be getting into later. I'll do one more stage, and then we'll call it for now. Oops, not there. Here. Strange tree. No music? I don't know, Max. If that's all you got to defend yourself, it's gonna be pretty tough dealing with the monsters of this forest. You think so? I sure do. Here, take these. The hell? What are they? You receive 2 hunter crystals, 2 destruction crystals, 1 wind crystal, and 1 sea dragon crystal. Wow, all these? Yep, you can upgrade your wrench and give it some real punch with those. Choose a crystal from the item menu and then spectrumize it. Synthesize it with the weapon you want to upgrade. Then, once abilities reach the next rank, you can use the build up command. That'll turn your wrench into a mighty fine weapon. Sounds good. Try it out. Here's a little extra something from me. The wrench has gained 6 more synthesis points. Oh, wow. Miss Generosity here. So that's why I've been waiting to really do anything with my weapons. It's because, believe it or not, the game literally expects you're not going to do anything special with your weapon until you get to this point. I think that's a bit absurd, personally, but hey. And we've been able to build this up for a while. There are two paths you can take, but you want to do this one first for him. You can go from the Battle Wrench to the True Battle Wrench. You just need a little bit of attack to reach it, and you're going to get that just from leveling it up. The Battle Wrench, made easier to use in battle. It looks more like a hammer now. And, the True Battle Wrench can become the weapon that we could have turned the Battle Wrench into. So you're really not losing anything by doing this. And so, that's actually pretty nice. Now, to go to more in-depth, when it comes to how weapon growth works in this game. You see this bundle of hay right here? If I wanted to spectrumize that to turn it into a crystal, don't question it, I get 2 Cyclone out of it. This Silver Ball, I get 2 Lightning out of it. This Poison, it gives you Lightning for some reason if it turns into a crystal. This is true for pretty much any major item in the game, except for just a couple. However, they only give you 2. It's far better, if you have access to them, to use the crystals instead, because they give you 3 of a stat instead of 2. Now, let's see what I'm gonna need to get this to the next rank. Smash and Beast, okay. Well, I have a few of these, so let's just pump a few here. So, basically how this works is for every crystal or item you spectrumize, it takes 1 synthesis point. You can stack items, but it takes 1 extra synthesis point for each one. But once you do that, and pump it to the weapon, there you go. There's no slots required. You don't have to worry about leveling up a weapon when you don't want to. And you just get items you need and pump them into your weapon. You don't even need to worry about not having what you need, since so many items in this game can give you various stats. For example, let's say I don't have much with Beast on it. I only have 3 Hunter Crystal. Oh, here we go. Thick Hide. You could get some Thick Hide from the store and use that instead, if you had to. Pretty awesome. I am totally okay with that. And we already have reached the pinnacle for it to become the Drill Wrench, but I'm not going to waste that. This thing doesn't have any levels on it at all, which means it's going to level up really quick. So, I can get a lot of SP out of it, especially if I have Cedric with me, so that's neat. We have a tree here. So we actually haven't bought it from the shop yet, but there's a monster book we can later get. That's very important for you to have. Ah! testing my luck. Got a flame crystal from you and a rolling log. Neat. Yeah, that guy can be a bit of a pain if you don't use guard strats. Because you're supposed to guard. And then attack. Shit. Yeah, sometimes he does this though, which can be a problem. Quit doing that. That is seriously annoying. There we go. Yeah, if he just decides to keep spitting out little trees, that can get old real quick. Ooh, another iPod fuel, though. She is the best one to use for that, however. It's just their weapon is still a little flimsy right now. Oh, God. Now, it's time to talk about how magic works with her. When Ruby used magic in Dark Cloud 1, she could shoot various blasts and do what was called a quick charge and a long charge. Quick charges were the most effective method, since she didn't have to stand still for long periods to do a lot of damage. However, that's not a problem here, because Monica is an advanced mage. As she can move a little bit. Damn it. Yeah, he likes to hide on the ground to protect. Ugh, damn you! I hate these guys. Especially right now since they're angry. He has long-range attacks, and he can dive at you really quick. That could be problematic. Alright, anytime now, people. There we go. Yeah, go away. That's her charge attack, and it's pretty nice. Sadly, it does leave her open after, so be careful when you decide to use it. Alright. But yeah, if I could get her more weapon levels, it'd help out a lot. But unfortunately... Yeah, Pumpkin Head's another easy enemy that I hope to see more of. He can throw bombs at you, though, so be careful about that. I hate you. Freaking molar piece of shit. That's why. Especially since it knocks you out of lock on, which just makes it that much harder to even hit him. Okay, got him. Sticky Claw. Okay, I mean Clay. Got him, okay. Ah, so close. Okay, I got lucky there. Level up! Okay, so we got 13 SP. Kingdom Hearts! Okay, so... what do you need to go to another weapon of sorts? Sounds like this is gonna be the easiest route to take. For now. So you need Smash and Beast. Let's start off slow here. Oh, need a little more than that. Alright. I got plenty of SP. Okay, so I just need Beast now. I do not have any Beast Crystal, though. So, gonna have to find something else that can give you that. Uh-huh. Well, go to the Bastard Sword. Let's try to get a little bit more experience with the sword we've got for now, though. Get a little bit more SP for it. Now, much like in Dark Cloud 1, weapons do have a stat cap that they, once you reach it, cannot be raised anymore in that category until you get it to a stronger weapon. In Dark Cloud 1, this was more of a problem because of how Synth Spheres worked with weapons. However, it is worth noting that because slots are no longer a thing and levels have been rebalanced to be more effective, you don't need to rely on Synth Spheres necessarily to become super powerful. And because of that, game, stop spazzing out, please. Yeah, see? They try to throw bombs at you. Ooh, roasted chestnut. That's actually going to be important to have for later, trust me. Got rolling lock. Got 3 bombs. Yeah, you do get a lot of items when Borneo is traveling with you. And I mean a lot of them. Ooh, Power Crystal again. Bomb. Now, I tend to use her for melee a lot, but her magic can certainly be powerful too, once it's leveled up a bit. Much like with her swordplay, her magic is kind of weak starting out. Oh, kind of the Battle Wrench. Interesting. Aha, hello.
Which shall it be?
Which shall it be, huh?
Very good. Here you are.
No.
Good. You are.
Give me that Bacillard. Let's see. 21 attack, durable 20. Wowzers. That actually starts... That starts with higher attack than the weapon I had. And also focuses on different things, too. Interesting. Oh shit. Also, although I guess I should talk about something that this game does different. Come on. Monaco's incapacitated, whatever. You do not need stand-in powders or spend half your money to switch characters. You can just switch on the fly. You only have 2 characters to choose from, though. So it is a tad more punishing in that department. But all the same. It is much more friendlier than in the original, though, where you either had to spend money or send in powders just to use different characters if you fail in combat. Which I gotta say is pretty mean, especially if you're not used to the Dark Cloud combat yet and find this happening to you constantly. It gets to a point, though, where you don't really need to use repair powders. Because as long as you go into a place full, you probably won't use it all. Defeating a bunch of creatures, not often anyway. And Cedric can usually repair weapons when you leave, so really, it's not exactly something you're gonna need to worry about. I think it becomes more of a thing when you're using long-range weapons, though, since they tend to be drained much faster. Which, yeah, I mean, that's true, but... Yeah, whatever.
Looks like we got them all.
Sure did. And we're right by the exit, too. How nice. Okay. But anyways. Let's see, you done yet? Yep. So we already have, like, 18 of these things. That's freaking crazy. Now, we need to go back to Palm Spring to shop a bit. Because some things have changed between chapters. Welcome. You can buy the cooking stove. I do not recommend it, and I'll show off why later. You do want to buy the monster notes, though. It's really useful to have. Yeah, for now, we're a bit low on money, so we can't really much with that. You can buy weapons from here, though, and that's could become very useful later on. Nope, still can't do the thing I want to show off yet. So they'll be all for now. Man, it feels good to get back into the swing of things, though. Really fun to re-experience this game in particular. Especially this what's going to be happening very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you later.